Hello, my name is Patrick McClenahan and I'm a Consumer Lending Officer at SCU. Thank you for joining me to learn more about home renovation and financing your home renovation projects. Did you know that SCU has 3 locations? One in Steinbach on Main Street and 2 in Winnipeg, one on La Jamodier Boulevard and one on McGillivray Boulevard. I think if you've clicked on this link, it's safe to assume that you have a home renovation project in mind. At the end of the day, the question is, how will you finance your home renovation project? And how will you make that Pinterest board dream a reality? Today I'm going to go through a few key points that are important when planning your home renovation project. First, we're going to look at why you want to renovate. Next, we're going to look at the different solutions available with SCU to help you finance those renovation projects. And some of those SCU solutions might surprise you. Let's go through 3 reasons to renovate your home: maintaining the value, enjoying the space, or increasing the home's value for sale. Maintaining the value of your homes isn't the most fun renovation project, but sometimes the most necessary. You want to look at ways at increasing the sale price of your home so that you can move into your next dream home. If I'm going to do a renovation, what is going to give me the highest return on the investment? The Appraisal Institute of Canada considers the following the easiest way to increase the value of your home: kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, and easy painting your interior and exterior of your home. So whether it's maintaining your home's value, enjoying the space, or getting ready to sell, let's move into the how we can make this a reality for you. Now let's shift the focus to you. There's 3 major considerations to examine when considering a home renovation project. These 3 factors include your personal finances, your home's current and future value, as well as your plans for your home. All of these play into your specific financial solution. Alright, so you've finished your Pinterest board. Now what? How do you go about paying for all of this? Are you going to use your personal savings for your home renovation project? Are you going to finance your home renovation project? Or maybe you need to use a combination of both. All of this is going to factor into your personal financial situation. For today's purpose, let's assume you're going to finance your home renovation project with SCU. The second consideration we discussed is using the current and future value of your home. Maybe you already have enough equity in your home to pay for your project. Maybe uncovering the future value of your home post-renovation will give you some additional options to financing your project and making your dreams a reality. Lastly, what exactly is your plan? Are you doing a new bathroom in the basement? Are you finishing the basement? Are you adding a new second story onto the top of your home? Are you going to be doing the work yourself? Are you going to be hiring contractors to do the work? Or is your grandpa coming over to help while you supervise the project? Of all of these considerations, we're going to help you work through the financial solution that best suits you. Thankfully, that's where SCU comes in. So now that you have a plan in place and you know what you want to do to your home, let's talk about how to finance it. Do you have a specific amount of money that you need to borrow and want to pay your contractor up front? Maybe a loan is the best option. Is there an unknown to your home renovation project? A line of credit will offer you flexibility to use the line of credit, pay it back, and then use it again for next year's project. One of the other benefits to a line of credit is that interest-only payments are required based on the amount of money that you use. If you spend $5,000 on the line of credit, you're only paying an interest payment on that $5,000. There's one other option that Steinbach Credit Union has, the home renovation mortgage. At SCU, our home renovation mortgages come loaded with benefits to make the process easier for you. We have competitive low rates to keep your payments as low as possible throughout your renovation. Now, let's go through a few examples of payment options available with a home renovation mortgage through SCU. Here we have a mortgage of $200,000. With a 25-year amortization, your payments would work out to approximately $453 bi-weekly. Now, we're going to add $25,000 to your mortgage because there's a fun project you'd like to do. Regardless of what you want to use this $25,000 for, we've seen that in a small increase in your biweekly mortgage payments from $453 to $510, you now have $25,000 available to you for your home renovation project. But maybe some of you don't want to carry $25,000 on your mortgage for 25 years. That's where the SCU Advantage comes in. At SCU, you're allowed to pay down your mortgage by 20% every year on top of your regular mortgage payments. That's the SCU Advantage. This 20% can be done with regular increases to your biweekly payment, or maybe in lump sums that you pay every year. Maybe you want to call me after you get that birthday gift from your grandmother. Maybe you want to call me after your tax return and we'll put that money towards your mortgage. The choice is yours. Now, let's look at a few numbers with a larger mortgage. Here we have a mortgage of $400,000. Assuming it's going to take you 25 years to pay this mortgage back, your payment will be $906 biweekly. Maybe you want to finance a granny suite and add $75,000 into your mortgage to improve the basement. Whatever you want to use that $75,000 for, with a mortgage of $475,000, your payments go from $906 biweekly to $1,076 biweekly. A $170 biweekly increase for free home-cooked meals and free childcare? I'd say that's a good deal. And again, because you see that SCU logo, the SCU Advantage is that every year you can put 20% down as additional payments towards your mortgage without a penalty. Are you nodding and thinking that this project may be more affordable than you thought? This is a great financing option for anyone looking at home renovation projects around their home. To get things started, let's look at if you do or don't have enough equity in your home for your home renovation project already. Who doesn't have equity? Who has no idea what equity is? It's okay, I'm going to show you. Equity represents the portion of your home that you own already. To figure out how much equity you have, first we need to figure out the value of your home. The property tax assessment that you get in the mail every year is a great place to start to figure out how much your home is worth. The current value of your home is $400,000. Remember, this isn't your mortgage amount, this is the value of your home. Once we figure out the value of your home, we can lend you up to 80% of that value based on the home renovation project mortgage. So why 80%? That is the industry standard for mortgage financing in Canada and allows for a certain fluctuation in your property's value. This is Betty and Dave. They're in their 50s. Betty and Dave are currently enjoying their space and are looking forward to the grandkids on the way. And Betty and Dave have another son who's about to get married. They want to be able to hold family gatherings for most major holidays and are looking for an improvement to their kitchen. Betty and Dave's house is worth $500,000 and 80% of that is $400,000. Their current mortgage balance is $350,000. So what does this mean? It means that the available equity to Betty and Dave in their home is $50,000, a great head start to the project they have planned. Here we have Sherry. She bought her first home a few years ago, has HGTV on the PVR, and has a Pinterest board full of ideas. Sherry's home is worth $250,000, and again, at that magic number of 80%, she can have a mortgage of $200,000. The unfortunate thing for Sherry, her mortgage currently is valued at $210,000, giving her a negative equity position of $10,000. So does that mean that there's nothing available to Sherry in terms of home financing and her home renovation mortgage? No. That's again where the SCU Advantage comes in. Because she's got family willing to help, or mainly because she has a grandpa who's retired and looking for a project, most of Sherry's budget is made up of material costs. With this plan made and budget complete, we'll send an appraiser out to her home to figure out the after value once the renovations are complete. The appraiser's now been out to Sherry's house, taken some pictures and some measurements, and taken a closer look at those plans for the new kitchen. The appraisals now come back and $290,000 is the value of her home after that new kitchen's been put in. With a home value of $290,000, her maximum mortgage is now $232,000. Her previous mortgage balance was $210,000, which means she now has access to $22,000 for her renovation project. Based on this valuation, we can now give her $22,000 up front, and all that we ask for is a picture of the kitchen once it's complete to confirm that the renovations have been completed. Here we have Tom and Claire. Tom and Claire live down the street from the couple who built the granny suite in their home, and now they know that a granny suite is in. Tom and Claire want Tom's parents to move in with them. We're going to sit down with Tom and Claire and go over their numbers to see if this is an option for them. Tom and Claire's home is worth $400,000, and at 80% they can borrow up to $320,000. Their current mortgage is $319,000, which means they have access to $1,000 to put that granny suite in. Probably not an ideal situation. At SCU, we definitely have more options available for Tom and Claire. Again, Tom and Claire are awesome like Sherry, and they've priced out everything for the installation of their new granny suite. When they came and saw me, I gave them a few tools to make this planning a little bit easier. Their projects seem very reasonable, and they'll be able to do a lot of the finishing work themselves. Again, I'm going to send an appraiser out to that house and determine the value of their home once their project is complete. A few days later, I get the appraisal back from the appraiser, confirming that the post-renovation value of their home will be $550,000. I think you all know the drill at this point. 80% is the maximum amount that we can finance against that property value. 80% of $550,000 is $440,000. Minus their current mortgage of $319,000, they now have access to $121,000 that they didn't have access to before this conversation. Based on this renovation amount being over $100,000, we would advance these funds in stages based on an appraiser revisiting the property to confirm the percentage of the project that's complete. This ensures that you stay on track and you stay on budget. And again, we see the SCU logo, meaning at any time throughout the year, they can repay this mortgage up to 20% of the original mortgage amount. Today we've given you a crash course in consumer mortgage lending with SCU, and we've given you some examples of what we do on a day-to-day basis. You'll notice in all the examples that we've given, it all starts with a conversation. We believe that sitting down, talking it through, and running through the numbers is the best thing that you can do. We have lending specialists at each of our 3 locations to bring your renovation dreams to life. Renovations are hard, but financing them doesn't have to be. Thank you for joining us today, and get the conversation started at scu.mb.ca/renovations.